Hey guys, Pulkit this side from Gadget Generations, and today we are going to talk about iBasso's latest music player, the iBasso DX180. It's a beautifully built product that houses some latest components, including a quad DAC setup featuring 4 CS43131 DAC chips, and it comes loaded with advanced I/O features by iBasso, like their independently developed FPGA architecture that processes high-res signals throughout the different applications on the Android store and provides you with true high-res signal decoding across different applications, and a lot of other stuff as well. In today's video we are going to cover everything, and we're going to see how good the DX180 is for the asking price of 529 US dollars and about 45,000 Indian rupees in the Indian market. First of all, I would like to thank iBasso for providing this sample for the purpose of this review. They have provided this to the audio geek community in India for the purpose of this review tour, and I'm just going to ship the unit right after this video is shot to the next reviewer. And I have spent like a week with the device, listening it on a daily basis, day in and day out. So let's not waste any more time, and we will begin with the design and build quality part. Well, iBasso has a good history of designing good quality products. Whether you talk about their USB DACs or you talk about their audio players, I have personally owned their recently launched 260 and also the 320. And during my early days in the hobby, I used to own the DX160 as well. The DX180 actually comes as an upgrade to the 160, but it brings the new generation of designs like the 260 had recently. So we have a really cool metallic finish onto the back side. As you can see, it reflects the light quite nicely and has really cool build quality. On the front we have a 5-inch full HD LCD display. It is really rare to see a full HD display. Yes, nowadays most of the DAPs have these, but if you talk about like 6 months or a year back, the 1080p displays were not available anywhere apart from maybe a few models. So we have a 5-inch full HD LCD display screen on the front that glows quite brightly and has crisp definition for images as well. On the side we have 3 multimedia keys along with a volume wheel that also acts as a power on off button, as well as the the lock screen button as well. So it has a little bit of movement as well. On the top we have a micro SD card slot and the Type-C charging port. It is quite good. Like in the 260 they also did this, that the Type-C port was on the upside, and it is quite handy when charging and when you want to listen to the music at the same time as well. And also they also has the same thing on the 320 as well. On the bottom side we have 3.5mm and 4.4mm output options, and the output is also quite decent onto the device. Talking about the user interface, the device comes loaded with an open Android 13 OS. It has 4GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. Actually, the DX180 comes in 2 different variants. One comes with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, but this one has 4GB of RAM and 120GB of storage, and this one retails for 529 US dollars. Maybe the other one is $30 or $40 less, I guess. So talking about the user interface, it is quite smooth. I have tested multiple applications onto this one, and I have also tested streaming using Apple Music and Cubase as well. I don't have a working Tidal account as of now. So both the applications work perfectly fine, and there is no issue in terms of usability. There is no lag whatsoever. I have been using the Mango player from iBasso, and it provides easy readability to my 512GB of memory card that has 7,000 songs into it. Oh, my kid is on the back side. So no issues in terms of usability. Basically the user interface is quite smooth. It is not as smooth as some of the latest flagship devices in terms of smartphones, but if you talk about an audio player, it is quite smooth and have never shown me any kind of lag or any other issues as well. Now let's move ahead and we will discuss about the drivability and power output for this beautiful music player. Also, I just forgot to add one thing into the user interface section. Basically, the device battery life. Battery life is quite insane. I must say that for a good sounding music player, the device, if you are using just offline, the Wi-Fi is off, and you're using your offline music library with the balanced output, gives me close to like 12 hours of backup. Yes, 12 hours of backup on balanced output and just my offline music library when the Wi-Fi is turned off. And if I turn on the Wi-Fi and I am streaming some music on Apple Music and still using the balanced output, then I'm easily getting close to 9 to 10 hours, which is pretty good for a good sounding audio player. Well, that's it. I just wanted to add that one, the battery life part as well. Well, now enjoy the video ahead. Okay, so on to the drivability part. I must say that the DX180 is quite powerful. On paper, we have an output power rating of 690 milliwatts per channel through the 4.4 mm balanced output, by the way. And also, I must say that the device has two level gain modes, low gain and high gain. Like, unlike the other devices, like the upgraded devices, that are 260 and 320, they had three modes, low, medium, high. So this one has two modes only, low and high. About the drivability, the I've tested with a bunch of IEMs. I've tested some sensitive IEMs like the Nostalgia Audio Camelot and the IO Audio Volare as well. IO Audio Volare has a surprisingly low impedance rating of just 4.8 ohms, and then some high power requiring like the eminent ears Ruby and the binary audio Dynaquattro, and the DX180 handles them with ease. There is no troubles driving any of the IEMs with the DX180, and it handles them like a charm. So if you are looking for a portable and handy music player that can power your IEMs on the go with ease, then the DX180 is a good choice. Although I must add that for headphones, like I have tested it with my Sennheiser HD660 S2, it has a 300 ohm impedance, but in terms of sensitivity, it is not that hard to drive. But the DX180, I needed to push it to its limits. I was like 70 to 75 out of 100 volume level on the high gain mode. So for headphones, you might need to add an amplifier, but apart from that, for IEMs, I don't think so that you need to add any amplifier, and you are really good to go with this compact and handy device by your side only. Now let's move ahead and we will discuss onto the sound quality part. Okay, so on to the sound quality part now. The DX180 maintains a very clean and crisp sound presentation and provides you with a neutralish sound tone. Although I must add there is a hint of, just a hint of boost into the lower end frequencies. I won't call it warm or bassy by any means. It maintains good transparency throughout the frequency band, but I feel like there is a bit of boost maybe into the sub bass frequencies. Apart from that, excellent extensions on both the sides. Yes, you can hear the sub bass going deep, diving and providing a clean rumble and a refined presentation into the bass frequencies. And then we have a wide open treble region as well. The player maintains good dynamic range throughout the band and provides you with excellent transparency throughout the band. Although also I must add that the DX180 maintains a very clean output. Even with the sensitive IEMs like the Nostalgia Audio Camelot or the IO Audio Volare, like I just mentioned that IO Audio Volare has a impedance rating of just 5 ohms, like 4.8 ohms or something, but it never shows any sign of background noise or anything onto the DX180 and maintains a very clean and crisp presentation. Also, I must add that overall tonality for the output maintains a neutral and natural tone. It doesn't get harsh or fatiguing at any case. The player maintains a really cool sound that will be appealing to the masses as well. Another thing about the technicalities, the player maintains good imaging, good separation between the instruments. Although I must say that the image of the sound is closer to the listener. Although the stage is wide, it doesn't feel narrow or congested even in busier tracks, but I must add that the image is closer to the listener. Let me just check my notes ahead as well to discuss more about the sound quality part. Okay, so I feel for a player with the clean and crisp output is a must thing. Yes, we are going to use this on a daily basis on the way to our office or at our office, basically where we can't have our desktop setups. In such scenarios, the DX180 does a fantastic job. It drives your IEMs with ease, it helps you carry a big library of your music, and it also helps you stream music as well. So in all those regards, the DX180 is quite a amazing device. I personally love it, and in the mid-fi segment, coming as an upgrade to the DX160, DX170, the DX180 is a really good sounding device. I have owned the DX160 for a really long time, and I feel like that one had a warmer sound signature, but this one maintains a neutralish tone and good clarity basically, and strong output power as well for IEMs basically. And well, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's review for that iBasso DX180. If you guys have any questions related to the DX180, you guys can ask me in the comment section below. Again, I would like to thank iBasso and Audio Geeks for the opportunity for me to allowing me to test the device for a week before I ship it to the next review. Well, that's about it. I hope you don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Well, that's Pulkit signing off. Thank you so much.